So, had the really fun opportunity recently that my grandmother turned 90 years old. And there were 26 of us from around the country that came in to celebrate her birthday, and 4 generations in one cabin, which was a lot of fun and extremely hectic, chasing around, I think 6 or 7 great-grandchildren under the age of 6. We went to dinner and we kind of had a toast to my grandmother, and we talked about years and decades of her being around and what she's meant to us. And it was one of the more significant moments I think my family, my extended family's ever had. My grandfather passed away a long time ago before I was born. And so it was really just my grandmother and us, and she just made it a point that we'd be together in the summers on vacation every year, and it was like my favorite thing. My grandmother really made that happen. She made it a point that people were going to be there, we weren't going to miss. It was more important than sports, it was more important than anything else we had going on, so we were all there. If she said to be there, we were there. I left thinking a few things. One, how important family planning is from not only an estate planning standpoint. My grandmother and I have talked about that a little bit, and as she ages in her years, these are things that she's thinking about, this finances and assets that she's accumulated over the years and that my grandfather worked so hard for her to have. What does that look like to pass it down well and to her family in a loving way? That was one thing. The other thing I thought about a lot was just how important it is to write and ask questions of grandparents and write down stories. It was really impactful for me to slow down for my life, to kind of step out of it and focus on my grandmother and value her. And it was really impactful for me, I think, and my family, and I would encourage you to do the same so that you have these stories, you have these values, these family traditions to pass down to future generations, to tell them about where they came from.